Hi everyone, this is Nick, and I'm back again today for another video. And today what I'm going to be doing is a video that was inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Pink to Paris. Sorry for that door slam. She actually just posted a video either today or yesterday on her top 5 favorite fragrances on top 5 spring fragrances. And I was looking for a new video idea. I have a couple of pre-recorded videos, but I wanted something fresh, something youthful, something just to get really intrigued, because at first I thought pre-recording a couple videos would be nice and whatever, but I just don't feel like it's as personal. So yeah, we're just gonna do this video. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we are going to see. So I picked out 5 fragrances from my own personal collection that I really like to use, especially in the spring and summer times. Now I do have quite a few other ones. I'm just looking up. Sorry, that's where I keep all my fragrances. And there's a whole bunch that I like to use, and I even like to use winter fragrances during this time, but these are probably like my top ones that I probably use the most, with the exception of one that I just think is a really good spring fragrance, and I do have one honorable mention too, like Brooke did, because it's kind of spring, kind of not, and you know what, picking 5 is really hard when you're addicted to fragrance. So let's begin. So the first one, and these are not going to be in any particular order of how I like them, I'm just going to go off of grabbing them. So the first one I would say is my Prada Luna Rossa. I love this fragrance. I've had this for over a year now, and I have used quite a bit of it, so probably that much of it. And this is just such a, here, sorry, that's kind of ghetto. It is just such a fresh fragrance that initially I didn't like it, but then it kind of really warmed up to me, and then I bought it. And it just has something about it that's just so fresh, like a fresh shower, but it has other notes into it that it's kind of deeper, but it's still a really light fragrance that I think you can use for any situation. I just really like the smell of this. It's something a little different than what I would normally probably gravitate towards, and it is just a real beauty. So if you, with all these that I'm mentioning, I do have a fragrance collection on my channel where I did list all the notes. I'm sorry, but I don't have the time to go through all the notes and write them down again, or else I would. So if you are interested in the notes of these, either you can look it up, and I know that's such a shady, rude thing to do, or just look at that other video. So, the first one I have to mention is my Prada Luna Rossa. The next one is probably one of my favorite fragrances. It's top up there, and that, oops, I should keep this on, and that is Homme by Yves Saint Laurent, and it has this beautiful, really dirty, I just smudged it, top that has YSL on there, and mine kind of broke. Like, there's nothing, I don't know what happened to it. Oh yeah, it did break. There's a crack right there. But nonetheless, it doesn't affect the fragrance. I haven't had this for too long. It doesn't look like I used a lot of this, but trust me, I wear this like all the time. And this is just like a really good, fresh, masculine, like a fresh and a sweet scent together, but on the masculine side of things. Once again, I believe fragrance is unisex, and I use it as kind of based off of my mood. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I just like the smell of it and I wear it, but with this one, it's like my go-to if I don't know what I want to wear for the day. I really just go for this one. This is my safe place. I really do enjoy this fragrance, and it's just, it has such a deepness to it, and I'm sorry if this is really vague, but it just, it has, you get that kind of warmth from like the sweetness of it, but then it's still fresh and light that you're like, ooh, it's spring, it's sunny outside. So yeah, that is my YSL Homme, and this is just a regular one. It's nothing special like extreme or anything. The next one I have to do is, you can't have a fragrance collection and talking about spring without having Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, and I would say this is equivalent to Giorgio Armani Acqua di Giorgio. Sorry, I don't know Italian. And that's kind of on the same level as it, which I would be really interested in getting someday, but I have this and I want to use this up and then reevaluate. But this one is your definition of just a fresh spring summer fragrance. Like, I wear this all the time. I just gravitate towards it. Sometimes in the winter I do this every once in a while when it's like really cold and I just don't want to deal with anything else and I want to think of happy times. Yeah, this does kind of have a nice a light. I don't know if it's just my nose and how I was picking it up, but like a pepper, like a spice, like black pepper smell to me. Just the faintest, just a little bit. But other than that, it is super light, it's super airy, and I really do highly recommend this. I don't think you can even remotely go wrong with a fragrance like this. So that is my Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Alright, and then my next fragrance is probably... This is another one that's like one of my all-time favorite fragrances that will always be in my collection as long as they make it, and it is Versace Earl in this bottle. And you'll be like, Nick, like there's nothing out of this. This is my second or third big bottle like this, and I've already gone through 2 of the 1.7 ounces of this. I bathe in this. Like, this is my, oh my god. This was... this was just like my first... Was this my first? This was like my second fragrance that I ever purchased, or I received this one as a present, and when I initially got it. And this is just like, it's kind of like the light blue where it's really light, and this is masculine too, but it's not like a gross thing, and I wouldn't say it's like super masculine either, but it's on the masculine side of the range of things, and it's just I just can't rave enough about this. This is another one that I recommend everyone to have. I don't really know what to say about it other than it's airy, but it has that cologne smell to it, like a men's cologne. But really light, and it's not like a watered down, but it's not like a super floral or anything. So yeah, that is my Versace Earl. Alright, so my next one is my 5th one, and it's not my honorable mention, but it is a fragrance that is usually used for springtime. And in my collection video, if you've seen that, you would know I said that this isn't necessarily my favorite. I don't know why. I love the smell of it, but I just don't gravitate towards it. And that is my Chanel Allure Homme Eau de Toilette. So this isn't the perfume one, and it comes in this bottle, and this is, it has that classic like Chanel smell to it, but now that I'm smelling it, it's like a lighter version of maybe, hold on, this isn't in my list, but yeah, it's kind of similar to Dior Sauvage, to me at least. Not similar, but familiar, like maybe second cousins, where it has that smell deep down in it, but it's musked with a lot of freshness to it. So, although I don't personally use this, and you'll be like, Nick, that bottle's almost empty. I've had this for like 6 years. It probably isn't good anymore, but I really do enjoy it when I do wear it. I just need to be committed to wearing it. So this will be my next fragrance that I'm going to work on, and then hopefully I fall in love with it and get a new bottle. So there we go. Alright, so those are my top 5 fragrances for spring, summertime. And my last one is an honorable mention, just because this isn't necessarily, I would say, a spring, summer scent, but I think it's definitely more, I wear it all the time. Or I'll first off by saying it's my Versace Earl, which you can see I've used quite a bit of it. I love this stuff. It is a really sweet, dark fragrance that I would say would be middle range, where it isn't like really dark, deep, and heavy, but it isn't super light. It's perfectly in the middle. I would say this is perfect for like winter And this is a Four Seasons fragrance, but I would say this is really good for like nighttime during the spring and summer if you're going out or something like that, but it's equally as good as for the day. But I would think of this more of as a night fragrance for that reason. It's all I can say is it's sweet with being a little spicy, but having that freshness to it that it just all harmonizes into something so unique. It is kind of, I wouldn't say it's a basic fragrance, but it's not like super unique, but it is unique. It's a good twist on a classic, I should say. Like, you know, the ideal of a man's smell almost. Take a little deviation to the side road of it versus going down the highway. I know I'm crazy with these analogies today, but I really have to say this is another one. I really do also accompany just saying that Versace, I just think they have the most beautiful fragrances for men, at least, and they've never disappointed me. I only have 2 in my collection, but I really do enjoy it. So I would say if you're kind of wary of what to try, I would say try Versace, but at the same time I would say try all of these fragrances because they are wonderful. Now I do have quite a few other ones, but I'm not going to bore you because I'm sure this video is long enough as it is. So with that being said, this is my top 5 plus my little love child. So I'm just going to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this was somewhat helpful to you. So wherever you are in the world,